All right, story time. So I've mentioned previously in my Gullah Geechee videos how I used to be into the whole Hebrew Israelite thing. My mom introduced me when I was 15. I followed that for about 13 years. I met a lot of people, a lot of the really, really famous, popular Hebrew Israelite teachers, air quotes for a reason, and all of that. Okay, I didn't follow a camp. I wasn't out here wearing Power Ranger suits and stuff like that. However, I definitely was following that, way of life or what have you for a while. There came a time when, for those of you who don't know, there's a whole there's like a non-messianic Hebrew Israelite crew, and then there's like a messianic Hebrew Israelite crew. Basically, people who believe in a Messiah and people who don't, or people who do but don't believe that Yehoshua was the one, or Jesus was the Messiah, and all this kind of stuff, right? So there came a time when I was only just reading New Testament, and your mind map when you get into it, because people are like, giving you a framework and then taking you to different pages, conditioning your mind to see a certain way. And so there came a time when there was this huge debate about whether, Jesus or Yehoshua is the actual Messiah, X, Y, and Z, all this stuff. I was like, wait a minute. Something not right here. And everybody's using Hebrew, going and researching these Hebrew words and all this kind of stuff. And, and so I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. I'm tired of people trying to tell me what is and what isn't. If y'all are saying that the actual Hebrew is different than the English, then I need to learn the Hebrew. So I learned the Hebrew. I learned how to translate biblical Hebrew. I do not need a translation to read the Tanakh or the Torah. I don't need a translation. All I need is my verb chart and my DDB, Brown's Driver Briggs, okay? And I can get it popping. What really made me stop choosing that way of life was the fact that, number one, I learned that there is no transatlantic slave trade in the Bible. That whole Deuteronomy, it's a lie. It's not there, okay? I learned that the King James Version is actually a political campaign. I learned that there is no devil in the Old Testament, okay? Go ahead, drop your verses, baby. Go ahead and drop your verses. I can tell you there is no devil in there.